Hello everybody, we are taking Tpull's Corner into the historic format today. And we go first with a little deck I like to call Tovolar's Tricks. And if they got something to destroy artifacts, we've got backup already in hand. Against almost twice as many cards as normal standard. We have 1 plains in the deck if we want to cast a full 6 mana cleave for Path of Peril. So is this discard or a Doomscar? What do you got? If it's hand destruction this early, we could be in trouble. They are ready with something to destroy an artifact. Okay. What if we don't put out the Celestis right away? Let's see what else they have. It was a poison the cup. Okay. Well, in that case, I expect this to be a very removal-heavy deck that I'm facing. Until they clear the board and are able to put down the one that they want. We do need a red source of mana in here. So we'll go get it. Celestis comes down. Recluse comes down. Basically destroyed everything we've put out. I'm running out of things here. Where they keep eyeing my stuff. It's just a ragged recluse. It's a little 2-1. That card does not necessarily help me right now. Did I mention I thought this was going to be a removal-heavy deck? Well, I guess we play it. can just kill him real quick with the -1/-1. That's what he should do. Just saves him from putting an extra 2 onto the Marauding Blight Priest. Non-token creature. You always gotta look closely at Sheoldred's Edict to make sure you're choosing the right choice. Five mana, lots of cards. He's cleared off my side of the field. Time for him to bring out some stuff. Time for us to destroy everything. It's already nighttime, so we go get us a Tovolar. I'm suspicious. Is this another board wipe coming up? They did nothing. What is up with that? Another Howlpack Piper comes down. Turns into the Howler right away. Gives me... I guess I should take the Pariah. What happened to all your removal spells, buddy? Okay, there's one creature. Maskwood Nexus. Maskwood Nexus is the point of my deck. I'm only attacking with 2 because I want to see if I can achieve something here. They should jump block with 1. You still get a card draw. Kill 1. That's fine. We'll get a life back. We'll take that. We'll go ahead and discard the swamp. Now I just need them not to have a board wipe. But I would like them to cast a spell. These are all wolves now. And more importantly, these are all human werewolves. Whether they were or not, Maskwood Nexus makes them so. And we call this deck Tovolar's Tricks because of something we can do. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 3 or more wolves and or werewolves, it becomes night, then transform any number of human werewolves you control. So I'm going to transfer the Windsong Howler back into the pipe. Oh, no! Remy, how dare you! I was just trying to explain. Alright, here's the concept of the deck. Besides the day and night trigger, you have other creatures that can transform. So we have Jaren here, and normally, in order to transform Jaren, you need to have exactly 13 life, and you need to have 6 mana to pay to turn it from a 2/3 human into a 6/6 flying demon with trample and lifelink. Because Jaren is now a human werewolf, because of Maskwood Nexus, when Tovolar, at the beginning of its upkeep, when it switches from day to night, we can transform Jaren into Ormondal without paying any of those costs. We don't need to worry about our life total. We don't need to pay mana, that kind of thing. Same with Voldaren Pariah here. If we got the Voldaren Pariah down, we could sacrifice 3 other creatures to transform her into the Abolisher of Bloodlines you see to the right. But if she's down on the field right now, she's a human werewolf. When Tovolar transforms, we can make her transform without sacrificing the 3 other creatures. So that's the theme of the deck. Let me go in and show you the rest of the cards. And while we wait for the server, as always, we remind you, we have some new subscribers. Make sure that you like the posts. Like the videos. We need likes. We don't have a lot of them yet. We have entire posts that go without a single like. You give me a complex. And for those who are new who haven't subscribed yet, consider subscribing. Tovolar's Tricks. We took almost all of these cards from Modern Standard. A lot of them from Midnight Hunt, from Innistrad, or from Crimson Vow, both of them Innistrad expansions. A couple sprinkled from other places. We'll cover them all. We're just... What happened to the game? Come on, game engine. It was doing so well today. Murphy's Law strikes again. There you go. I knew you could do it. Okay, so the key of the deck. I have 3 copies of Maskwood Nexus. This will make everything into a human werewolf. Tovolar, most people are already familiar very well with the first part. Whenever a wolf or werewolf deals combat damage, draw a card. If they're all human werewolves, anybody who hits is going to draw a card now, not just Tovolar. They're also familiar when Tovolar transforms into the Midnight Scourge. You can do the +X and gain trample with that activated ability with mana. But the key for us is in the second sentence on the left. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 3 or more wolves and or werewolves, it becomes night, then transform any number of human werewolves you control. The magic word here, pardon the pun, is transform. Because especially in Innistrad, there's a lot of things that transform, but they're not all werewolves. For the werewolves, a lot of what people are used to seeing is they only stick Tovolar in a werewolf deck because they want to have that maximum synergy, right? They want to have all the chances to transform into night, to get the extra card draw, to do the automatic transformation. And they gave us tons of werewolves to help us out with that. But if we go into Historic so that we can get our hands on Maskwood Nexus, then everything becomes a werewolf. And the key is transform. So we have cards that transform. Here's Concealing Curtains. We have to pay 3 mana normally to transform it. So the same rule is going to be for every card here that has transform on it. If we have Maskwood Nexus and we have Tovolar on the field and we're transforming from day into night, we don't have to pay any of the cost on the left to transform it into the creature on the right. It's a freebie. And people who've been around this channel for a long time know I love free. I love doing things without paying the cost. I love reducing cost. I'm like the discount man of Magic the Gathering. I'm always looking for discounts. Ecstatic Awakener, 3 mana and sacrifice another creature. Then you transform the Ecstatic Awakener from a 1/1 into a 4/4. Tovolar's out with Maskwood Nexus. We don't have to sacrifice anything. We don't have to pay mana. Automatically, free transformation, 1/1 into a 4/4. Ragged Recluse goes from a 2/1 to a 3/3. Restless Bloodseeker, 1/3 to a 3/3. We don't need to sacrifice 2 blood tokens, so we don't need to worry about gaining life and getting blood tokens. We do have 3 removal spells for Sheoldred's Edict. Vengeful Strangler, this is, we want to run in with Vengeful Strangler and hit them, and if it dies, then it turns into Strangling Grasp. We enchant an opponent's creature or planeswalker, and they have to sacrifice something. This is a transformation card. It does not work with Tovolar and Maskwood Nexus. If we try to tell it to transform into the Strangling Grasp, it'll disappear. So we can't direct it to activate in that way. Now, I may have to go to Sparky to test this out, but what if we already have it in Strangling Grasp? Can we transform it back into a human? That's an interesting thing that we might be able to do. Would we ever want to? I don't know, but I'm curious to see if it would work. Voltaic Visionary, 3/1 into a 4/3. And it soothes as many journeys. This is an enchantment saga. Once it becomes a human monk with Tovolar Nexus out, it's a human werewolf. We can transform it back into an enchantment saga. How about that? Okay, here's a Brothers War card, Fauna Shaman. If we have the Nexus out but we don't have Tovolar, we're going to discard a creature and go get Tovolar so we can get our combo in play. 3 copies of Jaren, the Corrupted Bishop. I have made at least one deck that is focused on transforming Jaren into Ormondal the Corruptor to make sure that I have exactly 13 life and that I can pay 6 mana. That entire deck is now completely unnecessary. All I need is Tovolar and Mask with Nexus and one other creature with Jaren, and it's automatic. We turn a 2/3 into a 6/6 flying demon with Trample and Lifelink. It's beautiful. 1 board wipe with Path of Peril. Gwenna from Brothers War to help us do creature spell costs. Jugan defends the temple, gives us a green human monk, adds counters, and then whenever a creature enters battle, we can, whatever free mana that we feel like paying, we can add counters onto the creatures that come in. 4 copies of Tovolar, 2 copies of Celestis. This triggers the day-night cycle, so we don't need to have 3 creatures out. If we've got, say, just Tovolar and Jaren, and we have 3 free mana to switch from, to say, make it day to night at the right time, perhaps, maybe we can trigger that transformation. It might just be a matter of timing. Enrica Domnathi is a transformational card, not a werewolf, but only if you choose to transform her as one of the 3 choices. We do not normally transform her with Tovolar. We usually like to have them sacrifice a creature and do the draw card thing first. So it kind of depends on the needs of what's on the board for the field state. Innocent Traveler, 1/3 into a 3/3 flyer right away. 4 copies of the Halpak Piper. This, if we have any mana problems, we can just spend 2 mana and get a creature from our hand onto the battlefield. And Voldaren Pariah, which we already saw, who wants a free, turning a 3/3 into a 6/5, make the opponent sacrifice 3 creatures, and we don't need to worry about sacrificing 3 of our creatures. Who needs 9 mana costing artifacts to do that kind of stuff? And finally, Shattered States Arrow, where we can grab one of their creatures, and we end up with a 3/3 Trample Haster. So that's the deck, that's the concept. Let's go in and see if we can make it happen without somebody scooping on us. As happens all so often, all too often, we try and do our jank, and just when we're about to demonstrate everything we wanted to, our opponent leaves. Even though we showed mercy, even though we left them alive. All right, our opponent is Dave Mann, 37. The majority of people that play Magic the Gathering are men. And the title is Man. But this might not be a man. So we will say they as a default. And it looks like we have all the mana we really need. I don't have a 1 mana play, so it's okay to put down the tapped. And let's go ahead and choose the white. So that way if we come up with Path of Peril, we can pay for the cleave cost. I do have 1 plains in the deck, but this means I don't need to worry about searching for the plains later. And this is going to be a cheapy little deck, isn't it? Let's go ahead and put out Fauna Shaman. The whole purpose of this deck is to have really cheap spells. They kill my Shaman already? Wow. Meanies. Let's not put out Jugan. I can't get rid of that with Path of Peril. And I can't wait that many turns to put something out, right? Let's see what we can get here. Just another land. So I need at least one chump blocker. Ouch. I think I'm dead no matter what now, right? You can put out one, and I think they can just bounce that, right? Yeah, that's all just way too fast. That's what happens for us winning our first battle. I guess I could have gotten rid of all the small ones with Path of Peril. But then with what I had here, I'm not so sure we could have fought off Adeline anyway. Yeah, they had an on-curve Adeline. It's tough to beat that. I would have needed one of my other removal spells. Did not pop up. I'm looking for a match that doesn't have early legendaries coming at us. Yeah, we'll take this. Two of our three primary colors. For a 1-mana spell, that's not a bad canary in the coal mine to throw out there and just see if they'll have early removal and be willing to use it. The one drawback to this deck, I don't have a lot that I can do against enchantments and artifacts. If I was going to do something, I'd probably get rid of Shattered States Era. Wow, they spent a long time thinking about that. Made good on Azusa's many journeys for ramping. Waiting to see, will you do anything? My opponent does absolutely nothing. Interesting choice. Alright, let's go in and look and see what you got. What were you waiting on? Pacifism, Tactical Advantage, Sarah Angel, and Angelic Guardian. Well, Angelic Guardian has to leave while we attack. Expected that. I'm going to be greedy here. I'm going to put out Jugan first. And yeah, we'll put out Jaren. hit me. Oh, dear. Let's add a counter to you and a counter to you. And let's attack with you. They take it. They can make the Sarah Angel a 6/6. Can you do better? Oh yeah. Let's go get our red land. Red Monosaur's coming up. Now Voldarin Pariah comes down. We pay 3. Make her a 6/6. Attack with Likeness of the Seeker. They should take the 4. No, they're going to trade for it. Yeah, they're going to bump that now. Okay. Let's add some lifelink. Take action. Pay 1. Get a 2/2 on the scene. And now we can sacrifice 3 of the creatures. 1, 2, 3. We get the Abolisher Bloodlines. Target opponent has to sacrifice 3 creatures. The field is clear, ladies and gentlemen. What will you do? I'm hoping they... Oh. Well, I was hoping they put down a creature, but I guess scooping is okay. No Tovolar and no Mask of Nexus there. Maskwood Nexus. But, as usual, that is a sign of an okay deck. You don't necessarily want to put together a deck that relies only on your janky combo. If you have the ability to put together a deck that's decent enough that it can win on its own without those segments, that's good. Because remember, there's some spells that'll take away all copies of a particular card. So if they take away half your combo, or they have removal spells against 2 specific cards that they use against you, your deck could be functionally useless without them. So we know that ours is not. And we do have a nice 1, 2, 3 ramp there, which is better than I usually do. Although I hope they don't have this particular Planeswalker, because she is troublesome. And kind of cheap to put out for what she does. Human Wizard comes out. He's ecstatic to be here. Next comes the Vengeful Strangler. We have Ecstatic and Vengeful. Next up, Jaren. Say hello to Jaren, everybody. He's corrupt. Oh, I hurt myself with that. Now, do we throw Halpak Piper out there, or do we keep Compact Piper in reserve. I feel like I should just attack with everybody. They blocked the Strangler? That's weird. I'm transforming my Awakener. We've now awoken the demon. He looks like he's been working out. Don't look too closely at the corrupt bishop. He's actually a demon too. Who do they want to get rid of? They want to sacrifice. Oh, they have to sacrifice their creature, so that's why they were able to do it that way. You see, the demon is the bigger threat. All right, we've got 2 pipers, so I guess we might as well bring one out. This is going to be a fungus deck, isn't it? We will not do a turn. Trigger the Howler. Go see if we can get a creature. Tovolar. It's half our combo. We made him think. We made him stop. How many cards do they have? More than 100 to go. I don't think we're going to mill him out. He really wants that one in the graveyard, doesn't he? Unless he's got a battle tactic. He's got a battle tactic. Well, we're going to do it again. We go after the Piper. Okay, my turn. I do nothing. I pay the 6. I have a 6/6 flying demon. Another one with reach. Okay. Okay, fine. My turn. We will take you, please. This one. Yeah, that one. I want it. It's mine. Of course, they have exactly what they need to protect it. They at least get to kill the spider. Back up to 19. Why not? That's not what I wanted. Get rid of somebody at least. They didn't attack? What is going on? I can't do much. That's probably what they were waiting for. Yeah. I think that's lethal, isn't it? I don't even have the right number that I can do anything with there. If he blocks with the 1/1, I still won't end up with 13, right? Because I'm going to end up losing one. There was no way for me to get the number that I needed. Yeah, too many 1/1 fungus there. Couldn't get through. Couldn't get a clear path. I need my Maskwood Nexus. That's why we're in historic. Did an event, one of the Wizards of the Coast. I think it was a Phantom sealed event, and I tried to use a rare creature. They never gave it to me. I don't know how many games I played. Let's see. We're not going to pop that yet. We only have one plane, so I guess I'll go get the planes. Play Azusa's Journeys. Ramp with the Swamp. And next comes Celestis. Or do we want Celestis? Hang on. Let's go get a peek at their deck. Reveal all! What do we want to get rid of? I think... so much to hate here. So much to hate. I feel like we have to get rid of the Boneyard Lurker, because that gets everything else back. So they should put out the Crystalline Giant, right? We don't care. First of all, you have Menace. We can put down the Celestis. And then we wait and see if they try and mutate it. Or are they just going to put out the Duplimancy? Aha! You know what? Let's let them do it. Go get your land. Now, sacrifice a creature. 2 for 1. Tovolar. Do they have the right mana for that? They need white, black, and blue. They have white or blue there. They're missing one mana source, because their white and blue is all on one source. They go for Tovolar. Okay. Oh, that's a plains. It looked like it was red. I thought that was a mountain from the artwork. Some of the artwork on these things is disgusting. Like, for regular paper play or collector purposes, you can make whatever you want, but there should be a limit on what kind of strange things you can put down in the arena so that we can tell what's going on. Yeah, we'll try the Piper. That's a lot of text on that alchemy card. Let's see, when it enters the battlefield, if it was kit. Okay, so it can exile if it comes out. Can you stop this? No. Well, we had Tovolar at least. Still no sign of the Maskwood Nexus. 3 copies of the card. Let's try it one more time. We can always go demonstrate with Sparky if we need to, just to have a little bit of fun. One of the things you can count on, you have to be thankful for Sparky. You have to, no matter what Wizards of the Coast does wrong, no matter how frustrated you get with them, you have to appreciate that they throw Sparky in there just to be the test dummy. Alright, Fauna Shaman comes out. Does anybody care about that right now? Let's try for the Celestis. Give flying to your flyer. I'm not too upset at that right now. Just as many journeys doesn't actually help me out that much right now, but oh well, we waste chapter 1. More lifelink. Sacrifice a non-token creature. Sacrifice another non-token creature. Thank you. Thank you. Finally got something. Tovolar. That's who I want. Yes. Now, how do we find the Maskwood Nexus? Do you chump block? You do not chump block. Wow. A Sarah Angel, okay. I have exactly 13. Give me a 3/3 flyer. Give me a 3/3 flyer. Don't sacrifice your Pegasus. Oh, they just scoop. Darn it. If I wasn't going to get the Maskwood Nexus, I was at least going to transform Jaren. All the things I want to do, they quit just before I can do. Alright, we're running out of time. I mean, I explained the concept. We got to show a little bit of what we can do. I feel like the deck's pretty good deck right now. Let's go ahead and go into Sparky, though. Let's see if we can play some tricks on Sparky. At some point, we will be able to survive with Sparky and actually get the Maskwood Nexus. I don't think Arena hates me enough that they'll put all 3 copies down as the last 3 copies of the deck.
Let's get started.
Celestis comes out. We don't care yet. Pass the turn. We're just going to do Path of Peril in a minute. Destroy everybody, please. Oh, good. Fauna Shaman. We don't need to bother attacking just yet. Piper is fun. Get a little extra stuff going on. Make them flip. Tovolar, excellent. 2 Tovolars. I actually could use a little more green mana in here. Ask and you shall receive. I guess we bring down Gwenna? I feel like we can get rid of the extra Tovolar right now. What do we want? We want a Jaren. Aw, he's a cute cat. Three times as strong, kitty cat. spells. We get the Howler. Extra Jaren. Don't need an extra Jaren. I believe I just said we don't need an extra Jaren. Yeah, we'll just keep the stuff. Let's just give me duplicates of everything except the one thing I want. Okay, let's go ahead and send in the Strangler. You can't really test that on Sparky. Sparky will always get rid of what it needs to. It won't let that stay around. Innocent Traveler. Two Howlers. Ragged Recluse. Take action. Discard a card. They cast a spell. How about that? Okay, we have 3 wolves, so Tovolar is going to transform the wolves anyway. We get 2 activations there. And we can activate this here. And I guess we can throw some stuff down. Draw a card. No attacks. Compact Piper. Turns into the Howler. There's 2 of the Maskwood Nexus. Is that Nexi? Automatic transformation. Yes! Okay, we got it. Okay, now we've had a couple of easy transformations here, right? We've had Malicious Invader, or transform into Malicious Invader already, just because of the normal trigger. And we had the Ragged Recluse transform into the Odious Witch, which is part of the normal trigger. And now we get a whole bunch of card draw. Nothing there. Alright. We'll decline. Now we're getting everything. I don't know that this matters at all. Okay, we bring out the Maskwood Nexus. We bring out the Ecstatic Awakener. We already have Jaren out, right? Yes. And we don't need another Fauna Shaman out. What if we get rid of the Fauna Shaman? Is there anything else that's transformational that we can bring? Oh, Restless Bloodseeker, right? Okay, and we don't have the black mana for that. So we'll have to wait. Transform. There's another transformational. Let's go ahead and take one. We get rid of the land. Alright, here's the combo. We got Tovolar, we got Maskwood Nexus, transforming. Oh no, wait, that was the that was their fault. Okay, what do we got? 15. Okay, we're decline. Okay, we need them to cast a card when it's daytime, so that it doesn't flip to nighttime before our upkeep. So this does let us, it gives us a chance to put down, yeah, sure. Here, we'll give that some counters. And this one. If we were playing competitively, this is what we'd be doing. We'd be adding on counters to everything. Okay, and then Fauna Shaman, sure. Okay, we're gonna flip it. Okay, now we need them to cast a spell. Sparky. Decline. Done. Sure, we'll take the last Tovolar. Decline. Shattered States era. Sure. There's nobody to take. Here, we'll take you. Okay, we're done. We can now transform the Restless Bloodseeker if we gain some life. Okay, he cast a spell. It's nighttime now. So let's... Oh, I can't flip it with the Celestis during his turn. Alright. We're going to make it into daytime. And I didn't cast a spell that time. I'm such a bonehead. Now's when they're getting all their spells. Yeah, okay. One more time. Throw a Mask with Nexus down.
Hey, what's that?
Throw a Outback Piper down.
Huh?
Do nothing. We flip the daytime. Just need them to cast one spell. They're not going to cast a spell. Ah! There we go. We got them to cast a spell. What are we losing? Enrica? Okay, that's fine. Take, what can we do? 3? Alright. Finally! Transform any number of human werewolves you control. We're transforming Jaren. We're transforming all of these creatures back, all of them back to human. We're transforming Abolisher, because even though she's can't attack or block, we can still make them sacrifice their creature. We're transforming Lightness of the Seeker. We're
Keep
transforming
going.
Nameless
You can
Conqueror.
do this.
We're transforming to Restless Bloodseeker and Concealing Curtains and Ecstatic Awakener. We could actually transform these two back if we want. Let's go ahead and transform Jugan Defensive Temple. 12. We're changing 12. And since we just switched to night, we get 4 copies of the 1 trigger each, because even though we just changed them to human, we're flipping to night, and that triggers their ability. So, show us what you have. Lose a card. We're out of creatures, so it doesn't matter for these. That would have been useful earlier. Forget about Celestis, and you lose your little cat. We have creatures that have all turned back into enchantment sagas. We have a ton of stuff here. What can we do with all this? Besides just attack. At this point... Oh, we forgot to change that into the Volt Charge Berserker. We could have done one more. Okay, but we got the 4/4 Woken Demon. We got the Revealing Eye.
Oh, sorry.
We got the Blood-Soaked Reveler.
Thought I saw something.
We got Ormondal. And even though she can't do anything, we got the Abolisher of Bloodlines. So, no attacks this turn. We're going to get all these other triggers. There we go. And we'll just get rid of one of you. And it's time to say goodbye to Sparky.
Until we meet again, Planeswalker.
I'm sure we will. Alright, let's go in and show you the deck one last time. This version of Tovolar's Tricks only has the one splash of white for Path of Peril. Other than that, we're basically green, red, and black. And we need to be green and red for Tovolar. But that leaves blue and white unexplored so far. So do I do one deck with blue and white in it, or do I just excise the black and switch over to blue and then switch over to white? We might do that. I think it's fun because we've got other cards, like imagine all of the humans that have transformational power over in white, for example, that Tovolar could switch without them being werewolves. So that's kind of fun. And I think there's at least one or two creatures in there that turn from humans into werewolves that turn red, from white to red. So we could maybe stick some of them in there. So I want to experiment with this more in Historic, so we could use this Tovolar Maskwood Nexus combo and just go through the color pie for white and blue and see what kind of creatures we can bring out and what other kinds of fun we can have with this combo. But if we can just get the Maskwood Nexus out, if we can find it, I don't know if maybe I should have not just a creature tutor like Fauna Shaman, but if I need like an artifact tutor as well. Maybe that's not the worst idea. I may go experiment with that some more. But anyway, leave me any comments. Let me know what changes you would make to the deck. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if anything, because you have to. There's so much that you can do here for the transformations, including even transforming the enchantment sagas back into their original saga form. There's a lot of fun to be had here, I think. And yeah, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. We'll catch you next time, everybody. Thanks. Have a good one.